Top 10 Fabulous Present, 10 Strangest Phobias that you probably don't know about. If you are new to this channel, hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell for more top 10 interesting facts in the world. There are a lot of things that we tend to fear. Some have a fear of height, while others have a fear of clowns. These fears or phobias may come into being because of some trauma or personal experience, that is classical conditioning. It can also emerge from the observation of another person's experience or reaction, that is vicarious fear acquisition. Fear can also develop in the mind according to what is told or described as a fearsome thing, situation or creature, that is informational, instructional fear acquisition. Some phobias are, unlike the other deep and dark ones, are really absurd, and may even seem funny to others. Let us find out about the top 10 strangest phobias that you probably didn't know about. 10. Panphobia, panophobia, pantophobia, omnophobia. This is a non-specific fear for some unknown evil. It is vague and persistent, but it is not registered in medical references as a type of phobia. Theodule Armand Ribot, who coined the term, defined it as a state in which the person fears nothing in particular, and hence, his fear floats from one object to another, based on circumstances. In other words, it is a fear for everything. One can only imagine how the patient feels, being anxious all the time. 9. Somnophobia, hypnophobia, clinophobia. Most people daydream about sleeping. Sleep is essential for the body. But, those who suffer from somnophobia are scared of sleeping. Their irrational and excessive fear may be a fear for losing control, or losing time. Recurring nightmares may also lead to this kind of anxiety. Another major cause of this phobia is seeing someone else with sleep terror. Whatever be the trigger, it can cause severe mental and physical effects, with severe side effects and withdrawal symptoms of the drugs. 8. Euphobia. When it comes to hearing news, what almost all people suffer from is a fear of hearing bad news. But, not the euphobic people. What they fear is hearing good news. This fear arises from a person's previous disappointing experience, following a good news that fell through. There are also some people who thrive in the chaotic and negative aspects of life. Instead of feeling happy, they feel anxious or dismayed by good news, and often stay in groups of people who only display negativity. 7. Ablutionophobia. If you have ablutionophobia, then there is one thing you have in common with your pet cat: neither of you is particularly fond of taking a bath. Ablutionophobia is an irrational fear of washing, cleaning or bathing which is specific to situations. Abnormal, persistent and unwarranted, this fear may arise due to past traumas, emotional instabilities or distressing experiences or ideas. Though generally, men are associated with untidiness, this fear is ironically seen in women. Some children have it, too. 6. Orthographobia. This is the fear of making spelling mistakes. It has been derived from the word orthography, which means the conventional spelling system of a language. People with this kind of phobia are likely to suffer from poor written communication skills, and they also find it hard to score well in theory papers. This is because the constant fear deviates their concentration and stifles the creative process and flow of writing. Regular practice of spellings and dictations can help control this fear. 5. Dipnophobia. If you can't remember when you were willing to participate in a dinner conversation with your family, maybe it's dipnophobia at play. It is the fear of engaging in conversations during dinner time. It isn't necessary for such people to be shy, but their lack of enthusiasm to chat is particularly for the mealtime in groups. This can be triggered by embarrassing experience during meals with families, or for being told not to talk while eating. 4. Venostrophobia, calogenephobia. If the presence of a pretty lady gets your palm sweaty and you get tongue-tied in front of the pretty woman you like, if you want to run away in the opposite direction if you see a beautiful stranger walking up to you, then you are suffering from venostrophobia. There are many who have this irrational and exaggerated fear for women. Luckily, support groups and therapy can help get over this social awkwardness. 3. Ergophobia. The entire world can unanimously agree that they suffer from ergophobia, because there is hardly a soul on the earth who likes to get up on Monday mornings and go to work. Yes, ergophobia is the persistent fear of work or finding employment. It could arise due to performance anxiety or social phobia. Even though sometimes, the sufferer himself realizes that the fear is irrational. It could be a combination of different anxieties, be it emotional, psychological or physiological. 2. Nomophobia. This fear is rather modern, if you will. The term is an abbreviation of sorts for no mobile phone phobia, coined in 2010. Many people tend to get anxious if they lose or forget their phones, run out of battery, or have no network coverage. The reasons could be plenty: missing out on important calls, the inability to reach out for help during a possible emergency, being out of reach, etc. Do you think everyone is nomophobic? Actor Rob Pattinson and supermodel Tyra Banks definitely aren't. 1. Phobophobia, strangest phobias. This is an irrational fear of phobias. People suffering from it generally go with their gut feeling and fear that phobia is ensuing. It can also be defined as the fear of developing some form of phobia. This complex condition is developed by the unconscious mind due to several reasons. At the risk of sounding like an alliteration, or more like a phobia-ception, it can be stated that phobophobia is the phobia of phobias, or fear of fears. Thanks for watching. Please like and share this video.